You don't want no smoke. No, no, do not disturb me. No, you don't want no smoke. No. Never been the type to take no disrespect. God's still working on me, so please concurrent. Reaching out to God, like keep your kids in check. Cause if I lose my cool, I won't have no regrets. Honestly, I'm in the process, so don't get it twisted. I put you in check. We can go better, 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 better. Wake up to old me, I put you to rest. I'm working on me, but I'm still clogged. Welcome, Queens. The Queendom ship has started, and we have came to another part of the Savage Room. Except this Queendom ship is called Queendom ship, and Queendom ships are made for those of us who need a whole bunch of training and some other parts that we forgot about. Tonight, the Baby Whisper movement and the Baby Whisper is going to take us into something called soul ties. Embrace the wholeness and the freedom that you're going to reclaim. I would be Queen Yvonne. This would be the Savage Room. So let's talk about it. Picture this: a tapestry woven from the thread of our experience, emotions, and connections. A tapestry we call life. In this incarnating weaving, there exists something profound, something mysterious: soul ties. These are individual, impeccable, stranded binds us to one another, creating a web of relationships that shape who we are and how we navigate the world. Welcome, Queens, to the first edition of Queendomship training. This would be soul ties. Now, let's start off like this. For some seen reason, every time I gotta teach, every time I gotta vent, every time I gotta do even a live, I seem to get sick or I seem to feel like hell. This gotta stop, but that don't mean I'm not gonna give you what you need. That just means I'ma sound like the Baby Whispers angry, and I'm not angry. I don't teach from anger. I don't teach from hate. I teach it from understanding, experience, and I try to get y'all to understand what is going on. In the past couple of weeks, I've had plenty of queens and kings and princesses and princes to come to me. And what I've noticed that a lot of us are so held down by soul ties. And because when we hear soul and ties, we automatically think about religion. And we automatically think about spirituality. What we don't understand is, even in science, we are tied emotionally to things that we shouldn't, because that's what we do as people. If you miss Unleash Your Beast, you definitely don't understand what I'm saying when I say this. Every queen emotions come from their emotional status. We get happy, angry, sad, all in one moment. Sometimes we get pissed off for no reason. But that is what drives us as women. And kings, you're driven anger. But it's not from hate, detriment, fear. It's from frustration and love. See, we don't understand our emotions. Therefore, we throw our emotions out to everybody to catch. The person that catches has our attention. But what happens when the other team catches your emotions? And when I say the other team, I'm not talking about man or woman. I'm talking about man and beast. Y'all don't get where we are going because everything has to be so simple. But sometimes we get caught up in something. We don't ever take ourselves out of it. We always take ourselves last. And in the middle of this savage room, this is the sanctuary where we will play on one field. We will look at the chessboard of life and we will understand how we can succeed. And the reason why I do these recordings is because when I speak to people, when I'm out here doing things, everything that I do is to bring up another king or queen. Everything I do is to raise up the Queen Savage. Where is our kingdoms when we are tied to our enemies? If we think about it, just think about it. You go out, you don't even like the person, yet you sleep the person, yet you put all your energy in the person, and the next day you feel like you're crap. Stop weaving webs of deception to yourself. Because if you keep weaving webs of destruction to yourself, what's going to happen is that you are going to find yourself facing depression, displacement, frustration, body image. Y'all remember those? Am I getting somewhere to y'all? The relationships that you make must be made on a foundation of neutrality, or you will never have a neutral playing ground. For those of you who think it's a good idea to be second choice to people, if that's your idea, that's your idea. But understand the soul tie that you give to that person is unbreakable until you break it. And the only how you can break it is to know you were never wanted. We can't face ourselves in emotional detachment when we don't want to feel like we failed. But you didn't fail. I'm going to say it again. We can't face ourselves in emotional detachment because we don't want to feel like that we failed. You didn't fail. What you did was you prematurely put yourself in a position that you thought you could manipulate. You want to hear the funny thing about free will? Love can never be manipulated. It can be rectified. It can be come alive again. It can be put down, but it can never be manipulated. That is not love. Love cannot be put as something else. However, when you bring love to a situation, it changes the game plan. Hate cannot fulfill love. Neither can jealousy. So for all of you people who are out there who believe because you're jealous that your significant other has moved on and you are going to decide to throw something his way, that jealousy is going to bite you in the ass. Because jealousy can never overtake something that is true. So let's look at it. We're going to break it down. Am I going to do it spiritually? Yes, I am. Am I going to do it scientifically? Maybe. Am I going to do it psychologically? Absolutely. Because we can't do mirror, mirror if we don't understand what some of the things is holding us back. And when you looking in that mirror, you see all those cracks. It's only 8 minutes in and I'm tearing you up. I'm going to take a sip. You look in that mirror and you see those cracks. And you trying to figure out what those cracks are. And you still don't know what the cracks are. You just saying, damn it, I'ma fix it. You can't fix cracks with falsehood. Nor can you fix cracks with anything that's materialistic. Nor can you fix cracks with payback. You can mend it with a soul tie that is never, ever, 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 ever gonna fix it. So what is a soul tie? It is an attachment to a human thing, spiritually, emotionally, or sexually. That is a soul tie. But how many of us is ready to talk about soul ties? How many of us look at ourselves and say, this soul tie will not hold me down? How many of us? You know I'm recording because everybody want to call. How many of us? Some of us don't even understand what we are saying to each other and ourselves. You look in the mirror of truth and you're going to see all your demons. But I have a question. That beast inside of you, you remember that? That inner self is trying to tell you something. It's trying to tell you where the hell is your courage? Where the hell is your life? Where the hell is your fight? Because the only how you break a soul tie, you got to fight to understand the truth of it. They're going to tell you to pray it away. You can do it that way, but until you are accountable for what you have done, until you have faced the truth in yourself, every soul tie holding you back is going to keep you there. That is the game of life. But some of us don't even know the chessboard of life. We looking at the chessboard like there's a king, there's a queen, there's a jester. No, it's not just that. We all come with an army. We all come in an army. So those of us who have relationships that are false, those of us who have too many friends that are hating us, those of us that have so many people that they call that they, when they want to feel not lonely, those people are your soul ties. Some of us got family that want to hold us back. Some of us got family that hate us. Some of us got best friends right beside us that's still trying to plot how to move you out the way to put you there. Some of us got people we work with that want your talent. You look at life like all these people are here and this is just living life. Again, if you don't understand your kingdom, then you don't have no business having your crown on. You need to take it all, put it on your table. Nobody can take your crown, but you can give your crown away. Nobody can hold your place, but you can give your place away for a little bit. Nobody can tell you who you are, what you are, how you do it, but you. Yet you don't even listen to you. You don't even listen to you. But you're going to listen to that doctor. You're going to take some drugs. You're going to tell yourself that your body needs to reset. Can I ask you a question? When you take those drugs, does your body reset or do you feel a whole different feeling? Some of us can't face the truth. We want to mask the truth. Sometimes if you face the truth, cry about it, scream about it, get over it, and you get it done, your life might be a lot better than what it is right now. But why would you listen to somebody who wants to give you the truth? Because everybody has a gain. Sometimes the gain of some of us that belong here, that belong teaching, that belong doing things that help people, our gain is when you win. But y'all don't get that because this whole world is backwards. I apologize. I'm still sick. Never mind. Anyway. So where we at? Baby Whisper, tell me. How do you understand emotional connection? Every emotional connection has an intimacy, and every emotional connection has a connection. That's crazy, because connection. There is a certain thing called a false connection. False connection is when most people get manipulated into thinking that they are safe. That is a false connection. Intimacy. You think that having bodies make you the baddest or the baddest. That's what you think. Females, queens, before I continue, a king with a harem is different than a queen with a courtship. So let's talk about it. The rules of the game suck. None of us is on the playing field of the same. A king who has a harem, while you in that harem, understand you got 3 harems in there that controls all the rest. They call it the main chick, the main side chick, and the main girl that he just, he don't even got a name for her. That's what we call it today. And then you got the actual, what they call wifey, which is a disrespect to most of y'all wives. So let's talk about it. The main chick controls his whole emotions. Why? Because every day he gonna go back to her. The side chick, the head side chick, is the one manipulating the whole harem. She knows about everybody. The one that he don't really care about and he replaces every 20 minutes is the one that holds hatred in her heart for him. How many soul ties did you count? If you take it by 2 divided by 9 squared to the root of 4, you always get 33. You gonna say that math ain't mathing. You ain't listening to what I just said. Life comes in 3. Life comes in 3. The Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, right? The wife, the husband, and the children. The children are counted as one, right? Right? It's like that for everybody, right? Then why can't you understand the connection, intimacy, and manipulation? Why can't you understand that? See, you want to know how you can tell the difference. Your spirit man tell you every day a connection and when something is wrong. You understand when somebody is trying to get to underneath your skin. You don't understand why that man that you dated 3 years ago can call you and piss you off. You never broke the soul tie. Connection. False connection is when somebody manipulates themselves to be a magician, not one of those magicians, a magician, to prove himself or herself to look like what you want. They done their research. They know what you like, where you go, what you listen to, what you eat. They are the illusionists. An illusionist can speak, can do, can hear, can feed you everything you want. But illusionists can't give you a real connection. Why? Because nothing they have is real. So you have a magician and you have an illusionist. A magician is trying to make what they want out of you. So they manipulate you with falsehood as much as they can to change you into something you are not. An illusionist is completely different. They put themselves in a mask to insert themselves in your life purposely to break all your real connections to people and to weave their web into you. Everybody looks at me like I'm crazy, but some people stop and say, what the hell just happened? The baby whisperer waking up your self-doubt. You can believe yourself when you say you can do something. But then all of a sudden somebody come tell you how stupid you are and everything in you takes over. What happened to your courage? Tell you what happened to your courage. That illusionist then got you so weaved in the web that they take out your courage. Then they take out your knowledge. Then they take out your self-worth. Then they take out your self-determination. And by the time they done, they're going to put that connection saying, you need them. But they ain't gave you no life. They have took everything from you. You are living in a shell. Get your beast back. But you're going to tell me that this has nothing to do with reality. Some of y'all need to go through your lives. Have one of those aha moments. Have an aha moment. You don't even know what a connection is. You trying to connect to your friend, your brother, your sister, your mama, everybody else at work. How many connections do you need? You only need the connections that fulfill you. It's not selfish. It is selfless to know that if you take too many connections, you will bound yourself to people that hate you. If I don't know who I'm talking to, but I hope you get the hell up and understand what I'm saying. To connect to people who hate you will kill you. The poison will go right into your heart. Let's talk about heart. Hold on a second, because I ain't got the line heart yet. But I'm going to tell you about your heart. Your heart is an organism that controls your body. Your brain is the organism that controls it all. Your heart is the organism that pumps your blood. And in your blood veins run your ancestral generation. And it has your talent, your worth, your understanding, your knowledge. Y'all get what I'm going now? Do I gotta keep going? When are you going to wake up and stop putting yourself in places you have no business being in? When are we going to do that? But we going to say we are the most thoughtful person in the world. You ain't thoughtful, sweetheart. You searching. You searching. Stop searching. If you can't face yourself, You ain't ready for a wife or a husband. If you can't face yourself, your boyfriend or girlfriend taking advantage of you. If you can't face yourself, that job you got, everybody in it is feeding off you. But you still ain't got it because you still in a spot calling yourself a boss bitch. A boss takes over when they need to and steps back and let everybody run it. A queen knows when to sit down and let all other people work for her. Therefore, she ain't manipulating the game. She's working the game. Let me pause for a second so it get to you. Let me pause for a second. See, I ain't say you going to come in my classroom and you going to look at me and tell me that you know everything that's going on. I ain't never tell you that. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I told you every time you step in the savage room, you going to come out with something. You going to come out with something. You going to understand that life ain't lifing right now. It ain't lifing. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It ain't lifing. So now everybody going to tell me, what about a child and a mother? What about a child and a father? Those undeterminable bonds that we got to our parents is through our generation. When we have a child, we are automatically emotionally, physically, emotionally, spiritually connected to our child. We are giving into them life. We are breathing life into our children as they grow. Every single word that comes out your mouth touches your child in either a negative or positive way. Every time you manifest and pray over your children, you are breaking the negativeness that they've been into. What we still don't get is words. Words, people. Words are so powerful. They are the most powerful thing we have on this earth. Words. You gonna tell me a weapon is powerful, but how come a man can turn right behind you and tell somebody take you out, and while you facing the front, they gonna shoot you in the back? Manipulation is bonded by words. Every single word is methodically put together to make a manipulation. It's a complex word that we don't like having. We don't like seeing. We don't like using. But that is the biggest thing that drives a human being. Because every human being that has that low self-esteem, that depression, that suicidal tendencies, everyone carries that inside of you. It is your self-determination that flips the switch. Y'all know how y'all can flip your middle finger up? That's the switch. Listen to yourselves. Your bond that you have with your kids is so important. That's why some people say that, some people shouldn't be parents. They are absolutely right. You want to know why? Because all of us have a certain point in our lives. Some of us ain't got that mothering. Some of us don't understand what life is. Some of us don't understand that our words and our generation must go on. And then some of us believe that it's our choice to what we do. Free will, people. Free will is a bastard. You have the will to live, die, or be here for a purpose. You have the will to understand that this world you were put in for a reason. It's a reason for a season. Look at the word. Seasons change 4 times a year. Reasons are supposed to be set forth to what you need to do. However, reasons change, just like the season. Words go together. Positive and negatively bound together to make a neutral. Y'all don't even think about the neutral, do you? Because the neutral is what takes out all the negative feelings. Every day you can't walk around here bouncing up and down like a rabbit like you happy. Some of y'all got that put in you to give it to other people that don't even believe they exist for a reason. How many of us ran into people that then tore us down all the way down and you still trying to figure out how to get the fuck back up? Get up! Get up! Put your shoes on, put your jeans on, put your shirt on, throw that phone in your pocket, and get up. Are you ready to get up? Are you ready to get up? No, because some of y'all want to wallow because you thinking that person going to come back and help you up. If the magician comes back in the room, you break that soul tie. The illusionist ain't going to come back. They going to give it some time for they come back. If you have an illusionist in your life, they're going to give you some time. They're going to give you 2 or 3 months. They're going to give you 1 or 2 years. Y'all want to know why people creep back in your life and you like, where the hell did you come from? The illusionist is pulling on something. Because there's something that you got now they won't. If you think people in this world don't do things they ain't got to do, you are deadly, deadly wrong. When are we going to get it? We never going to get it. We always going to look at ourselves and say, there's a reason for this. There is a reason for this. There's a reason for this. Your vulnerability that you have to change. Because your chessboard is moving to the middle. So either somebody about to say checkmate or you about to lose something. Now get it here now. Your soul ties know when the board changes. You know when you get that promotion. You know when you get that house. You know when you get that relationship that you so happy with. You got that ring. You know when you get that business. When you ready to say checkmate, they come. It ain't time for you to yell checkmate. Who are they to tell you who you are? And you keep right on telling everybody that you know, I'ma stick it out. When you gonna stick it out? You done lost everything on that board. You playing day game for them. And you still telling people you winning. Where? Tell me where. Tell me where are you winning? Tell me where. You ain't winning. You still don't know the antidote. But I'm about to tell you. Come on a little closer here. I'm about to tell you the antidote for you to understand how to break those soul ties. And specifically, right now, some of y'all are in the prime of where you need to bring something out. We off on the cusp of a world where we all under attack. And some of y'all still got your enemy sitting next to you. The illusionists and the magicians are in the room. I've faced many in my life. I've faced other people's in my life. I'm not afraid. You can't put what I know brings me down in front of me. You can't tell me who I am because I know who I am. I know how to break myself down and I know how to build myself back up. So let's talk about the antidote of life. Your vulnerability is your secret weapon. I'll say it again. Your vulnerability is your secret weapon. And your secret weapon is the only how you can tell the difference between a soul tie and somebody who belong there. And some of y'all look at me and still don't understand what I just said. You want to know why you feel sometimes like somebody is out to get you. You want to know why you come into this world and everybody is telling you what you should be doing. You want to know why your vulnerability gets you somewhere and you don't even know how to get out of it. If you don't break those soul ties to them haters, I don't know what to tell you. Because sometimes those friends that, they motivating you is cursing you to be down. But you gonna tell me that you don't have no enemies. Everybody got enemies. Everybody got somebody that want what they got. Everybody got somebody that needs what they got. And nobody knows the vulnerability is your cape that nobody gonna know how you gonna use it until you use it. What do I mean by vulnerability? I mean if you have the ability to stand in your own face and tell you, girl, you dead wrong. Get yourself together. He don't like you. He don't want you. Your kids, my kids is out of control. Well, my kids ain't out of control. They know better. But you get what I'm saying. If you don't have the vulnerability to yourself, you can't break down yourself and build yourself back up. And you can never fix anything and heal until you break down the situation. I don't even know if anybody listening to me. I think everybody looking at me like they crazy. If you don't know how to heal, Somebody else got to heal you. That person breaks a bond to you, which means they can manipulate you when it's time. Again, there we go with manipulation. Manipulation is the mark of the world. Every leader, every politician, every doctor, every lawyer, every judge, manipulation is at the base of every career. You want to know why? Because manipulation is the one that controls emotion. Emotion controls all of us. Again, a queen, emotions drives her. Whether she mad, sad, hurt, or whatever, it's going to make her ass get up and do what she's supposed to do. This is what I'm telling you about soul ties. A king, hatred is built from where you need to be. I ain't talking about hatred of hate and kill and all that. I'm talking about a true king hatred comes. Where does it come from? Frustration and love. Y'all want to know how they got through back in the day? This is how they got through back in the day. They faced themselves. They didn't have no therapist. They didn't have no big place around them. They had people that had to look at them and tell them, you are right all the time. Only the true kings and queens of history had that one right-hand man to tell them, slow down. You dead wrong. Y'all still don't hear me. Because if that's the case, then our communities will be far along where they at. And you know the funny thing is when they say the devil don't change his tricks, he ain't got to. Some of y'all are looking it in your face and they telling you, they are sweet talking you into giving up your damn crown. Yet you want to call yourself a bad bitch. Where? Where's the bad bitch? First of all, do you understand calling yourself a bitch means you gonna bow down to every man you meet? Do you understand words? No, you don't understand words because if it sounds cool, it is cool. No. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I told you when you step in the savage room, I'm going to give it to you hard. And I ain't going to stop till you understand what I am saying to you. But yeah, I'm going to slow down. Because some of y'all going to get mad. And I want you to get mad. I want you to get mad. I want you to say, this girl going to tell us, first of all, this girl has told you the 3 steps of life. And your dumb ass still sitting here looking at me like she don't know what she talking about. Really? How many times you put on that makeup to cover up all those scars that you don't like yourself? How many scars do you have on you? I ain't talking about physical scars. We ain't got there yet. I'm talking about emotional scars. How many of y'all hide somewhere and eat? How many of y'all look at girls and you just look at a magazine to hate on people? How many of y'all thinking taking on a persona of a hoe gonna get you a husband? Oops, did I just say it? See, when you pay me money to get the truth. And I'm going to give you everything, every bit of the truth I will give you. But you will not sit here and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, sweetheart, when I'm looking at all the hate in here. How many of y'all don't believe that you will ever die alone? I'll wait. As I say, I will take my pathetic pause. Baby whisper, how do we get rid of soul ties? I done said it 100 times. If you gonna break the connection, if you want to break a soul tie, use your vulnerability. What does that mean? Get vulnerable to yourself. Say truths to yourself. Tell everybody in the universe that you are not connected to that person. Watch yourself grow. How many of y'all gonna listen when somebody say something? Or y'all gonna say, well, she just trying to, I don't want nothing none of y'all got, and none of y'all can walk my shoes. Including some of y'all guys is in the closet about a couple of things. Your ass might want to come out because that girl might put a soul tie on you that's gonna kill you. But it's easy to manipulate people. It's easy to be an illusionist, is it? Because then you meet people like me. I love unmasking. I love unmasking. And while we talking about this, let's go there. Because y'all thought I forgot. There's a certain kind of magician that carries a spirit on them. And every time another magician comes up to you, they suck that fear. Y'all know what I'm talking about? We talking about everybody who has been abused in their life. You want to know why you always go to a no good guy. It's not what you are doing. It's you have not broken the part of the soul tie that first magician gave you. Why do they call them magicians? You want to know why they call them magicians? Because children love magicians. A magician can counter up so many kids. A magician can get the attention of any child or teenager. They call themselves magician because they trying to kill our children. And if you tell me that's not killing our children, then you are a loony bin. Some people are put on this earth to create hate. Some people are put in this world to take out people. And sometimes some of us think, why me? Because you got a purpose. Purpose. They attack you because you have a purpose. And at the vulnerability ages that we are when we get attacked, we forget one thing. Can't nobody take your beast. Can't nobody take your pride. Your crown was given to you when you were born. It belongs to you. It is a blood part of you. Unless you give it to somebody, can't nobody tell who you are. They can imagine who you are, and you can tell them to go shh themselves. But what you do? The politeness of it all is ridiculous. It's redonkulous, as my kids say. You always look at somebody and you tell somebody, I got therapy and I help myself. Some of y'all don't know how to talk to yourselves, so y'all do need therapists. But I'm going to tell you something. When you come from that therapist, I hope to God that you sit down with yourself and have a conversation on what you just talked to the therapist about. We always take ourselves out of the picture. This is not the time to take yourself when you're on a healing journey. Nobody can walk with you on a healing journey. It is a lie. It is an illusion. The only person that can push you on your journey is you. But you rather create this tie and that tie and this person and that person. That person know you and that person. And you don't shit because you sleeping with that person and this person and that person. Not even knowing that you weaving a web that's about to take out your potential. So I done told you what it is. How do you get rid of it? You use your vulnerability. That's what you do. Not in front of everybody. You take some time for you. And when I say that, I mean, you know how some people go on sabbaticals? There is no, listen, when you have to heal yourself, the journey has to be yours. It cannot have any distractions. It cannot have anybody else's energy. Your children are what you're supposed to take care of. If you have a husband, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, then keep them with you. But this journey is time to yourself somewhere when you got a whole accountability, liability, truth, situational, emotional, physical. Y'all don't even know how to heal yourselves, but you're going to pay somebody $250,000 or $250 an hour to tell you how to heal yourself. Yet they still ain't told you because every day you got to go back to them when you got another problem. How is that a journey? Tell me now, how is that a journey? Because what I just seen is an illusionist just made you feel like that you all better till you run into a person that's going to drive up that very same vulnerability, and then you in trouble. If you don't understand how to heal thyself, then you going to a therapist is going to screw thyself because you still going to have it masked. If you take the vulnerability on a healing journey, it takes about 3 months to go on a journey. Take the journey with yourself. Understand that some things you got into on that journey you need to be healed with is not your fault. If you don't understand the word not my fault, you always gonna have somebody to manipulate that vulnerability. But y'all don't understand when we be talking about that. You look at us and say, that's not in every case. In every single case on this earth, vulnerability is the one that heals you. Why is that? Vulnerability has 27 meanings. But the biggest meaning of all means self-accountability. You go get all kinds of medicine and tell everybody, I need this to feel better. Yet you still don't feel better, but your medicine making you worse. When you gonna wake up for yourself? You go call this person, they ignore you for 2 or 3 weeks. Yet when they call you, you get ecstatic. Why? You go ask a person that knows all your business, yet they gonna tell you some truth and then hit you with something they know gonna keep you down. How the hell is that your friend? I'm waiting for it. I am waiting for it. But none of y'all can look at me and tell me, yeah, baby Whisper, I got some vulnerability. I know the hell you do. All of us who are strong. The strong ones, the weak ones, the middle ground ones, even the manipulators got vulnerability. That's a part of us being human. But who gonna listen? Nobody. Y'all all gonna turn around and tell everybody, I got my homegirls. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at night when you crying on the floor? Where your homegirls, your homeboys at when you in a real situation? Where your homeboys and your homegirls at when you need something? I mean, not superficially need, when you need something. Who you call? Do you call them? Do you get an answer? How everybody know your business? Y'all asking the wrong questions. Therefore, if you don't know how to be a detective in your life to figure out what you need to weed out, you ain't never gonna understand the game of life. You ain't never gonna understand the game of life. You can't tell me that you can sit there and have all the people who hate you around you. They wear a smile so they can take your glory. They wear a smile so they think they're gonna take your potential. You cannot take anything. You cannot take anything from anybody. All of y'all who out there draining the life out of people, understand when they wake up, it's savage time. See, y'all think savage means that you got to go out here and take from the bottom feeders. No. Savage means you have started from the way bottom. You have broke yourself down to the bottom. And now you ready to come up. That is a queen savage. You don't need to take nobody else's. You gon' scrap, scrape, scream. Get to the top. That's what make a queen savage. A queen savage don't need nobody else's help. A queen savage don't take from her own people. A queen savage don't take from people who are less fortunate than her. A queen savage gets it done. She faces herself, builds herself back up, and when you come for her this time, she understands killed or be killed. You think you big boss because you want to kill. That makes you the weakest man in the forefront. A real man understands between killing and having to kill. What are you? Everybody want to come to the table. What have you brought to that table to sit at it? But then you gonna tell me that I go too hard. I don't go hard enough. Some of y'all still don't hear me when I be saying something. Yet you ask me the same question 22 times in one sentence. If you ain't gonna listen the first time, how many more times I'm gonna say it? Do I need to bonk you on your head? I'm not gonna talk hood. I'm not gonna go ghetto. That ain't me. If you can't take the authentic me that's telling you the authentic truth, then you don't need to be in the queenship anyway. Go back to the beginning. Start again. Everybody's born with a crown. The crown don't belong to nobody else. And you can't take what somebody else got. You're not here to take on the world. The world is here to be built by us. We don't get that though, do we? We don't get that. Not at all. We don't get the pathway to healing, because on the pathway to healing, we like to put other people in the middle of our healing. You cannot heal with another person. Even if you are trying to forgive what has happened to you, you cannot heal with another person. The only person that can heal you is you. That is the beauty of it all. And in the middle of all of that, do you know what the funniest part is? The funniest part is some of us don't understand that nobody can beat us. We can bow down. Stop putting them negative notations on your head. You feel down today? Say, I feel down today, but it's going to be better. It is hard when you in that dark space. It's hard. It's hard when you thinking the whole world against you. It is. It is hard when everybody tell you that you can't get to somewhere and you still trying to find a friend in the middle of a battle. You have no friends. No friends. You barely got family. In the middle of a mental battle, everybody's words is going to be confusion. Confusion is going to enter into your head, and everything that you feeling is going to be discombobulated. Enter in manipulation of self. Manipulation of self is, I'm going to get myself up, I'm going to get dressed up, I'm going to go out here drinking liquid courage. Here we go again. They made liquid courage for a reason. See, over in Europe, they call liquid courage spirits. Because it's the spirit of the illusion that you feel real good and you ready to do something stupid. I ain't never seen nobody on liquid courage do the smartest thing in the world. Never. Never. Please don't take that as a thing to go and decide that you're going to want to do the Guinness World Book of Records. That ain't what I just said. I ain't never seen a person that's taken liquid courage and did something smart. Again, I ain't never seen no person that smoke weed kill nobody. Apparently, that's changed. It could change. But it's still not what you need. You looking and grabbing for all these materialistic things to make you feel better. Have you got anywhere yet? When you gonna turn to yourself and say, self, let's get it. If you can't be accountability for yourself, if you don't know what accountability is, please do not ask Google. Please go to a big building called a library. Go up to the little person that's behind the desk and ask them for a dictionary. Accountability, people. Insecurities. Insecurities is built up by other people and they are guarded by you. I'm going to say it again. Insecurities is built up by other people and they are guarded by you. Why is that? Because they come a part of you. Can I tell you something? Every insecurity that a woman and a man has, every insecurity they have came from another person. Your beast inside of you, that beast inside of you is telling you, what the hell is wrong with you? Let me tell you something. There's not one female in this world that don't have an insecurity that somebody else ain't got. It's a whole group of us. So if there's a whole group of us, where did the you come from? Can somebody tell me? We've all had insecurities. We've all had people come after us. We've all have things that we don't like. And my God, I can't wait till I do body image, because we all have a body image. Now we got people competing with us. Now we got people out there that say, I can make you look better. If you look 10 times worse when you get out that surgery that you paid that man $25,000 for, I don't understand how you gonna go back. Ain't nobody no hourglass figure no more. We all got cushion for pushing, yet y'all gonna starve yourselves until you look like a stick. I'm trying to understand where it's going to. But wait a minute. Let them people that you claim you don't want to listen to, let them put up a stick with some makeup and everybody woo-hoo her. Y'all gonna think that's what you're supposed to do. Not even just that. Let that girl get up there and look like the biggest clown on this earth, and now everybody gonna want to look like that clown on this earth because she got money. No, sweetheart, she got soul ties, so she sold her soul. Watch them while they at home. Half of them people that you look at on TV, on internet, watch them when that camera go off. That is the story. But y'all telling y'all kids to look at this. And y'all giving y'all kids stuff to look at that. And y'all wondering why our children have insecurities of adults. When we gonna wake up? Those of us that got girls, I have 2 questions for you. When the hell did it get cute to put lashes on your 5-year-old? Just a question. I just got a question. When the hell did it get cute to put tight clothes on your toddler? When? If you wear those tight clothes and see what guys do to you, why the hell would you put it on your child? Accountability, people. When we gonna get it? Every positive has a negative. Don't tell me it don't. Don't tell me that every positive don't have a negative. Because therefore, the neutral is the world. You can't connect to positive no more. You got to go find a positive somewhere to be in your same court. But let me tell you a little story. 2 opposites attract more than 2 alike. You are looking for something that you wanted when you were a child. If you don't grow the hell up and step the hell up and get yourself together. Because I'm going to tell you this. Most high school sweethearts fail in this day and age. You want to know why? Because everything is changing. The only how that you can actually have a relationship is if you understand thyself. Because forever, he going to be looking at a girl. Forever. She going to be trying to entertain a guy. Now, this is an requirement that y'all had made a part of relationships. How the hell do you expect to break soul ties when this one cheating with that one and that one cheating with that one and that one going over there and that one got a day off, and what the hell are we doing? What are we doing? We taking ourselves out. They ain't got to do nothing but sit there and laugh. That's it. Your queenship, your crown cannot be given to anybody else. The only how it relinquishes is when you die. And then it goes on to your eldest girl. And what you don't understand is, when it goes on to your oldest girl, if your bloodline has been tainted, your daughter is not going to want it. Therefore, your bloodline ends with the potential, with the talent. Y'all keep thinking of material things. A queen and a king's crown is woven, webbed, put together with the most precious things of the earth, because our family's blood goes into the earth. You guys still don't get it. You a boss bitch though, aren't you? You keep bowing to people. I don't bow to no motherfucking man. You a boss bitch though, right? You a queen bitch. Are you now? So you a part of everybody that's making a woman unsafe. Understand the words that you put together. They might sound slick. Oh, they sound slick. But you don't even know what they mean. I don't give a damn if they change meaning till the cows come home. The word has one real meaning. One real meaning. And y'all still walking around saying you can change the game. Nobody can change the game of life. We don't have that power. We can try. We don't have that power. And y'all kings looking at me like, I'm so glad she's going after them. Can the puppies come to the front? Don't you dare go there about the girls need to do something. When you are one of the people in the back that's wishing that you can tug on their biggest insecurities to slide yourself in there. Because let me tell you something. There's going to be one girl that's going to hand your ass back to you. And that's going to be a, I told you so, comma's a bitch. If you want to find your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, I would advise you to find her the right way. Y'all got all them ties from all them girls that say, he mad, he mad. I would advise you to put out to the universe, I don't belong to none of them. This is my queen. If you don't say that, it is never gonna break. Open up your mouth and be a man and be a woman and say, I didn't know what I was doing, I do now. Accountability and vulnerability go together on a healing journey. All of y'all looking at me like, what you mean? Again, accountability and vulnerability go together on a healing journey that takes at least 3 months. Everything comes in 3. 3 months you heal. 3 years is broken. 3 decades is a lesson that you teach. If you make it that long. Because all these illusionists out here telling you what you supposed to be. Some of y'all get yourselves in the middle of a situation. And you doing the best you can in that situation. And you probably dominating it. But they got a blood tie on you. Because they want your life. And something happens to you. And they don't realize what your life entails. And when they complete the blood tie, what happens? Your ancestor bloodline come back like hell. Be careful what you wish for. You might end up finding out the wrong way. And if you don't start breaking these things, we gonna take ourselves out. Why you think we got suicide? Y'all looking at me like, what? She done went somewhere. I done went there, came back, went there again, and you still don't get it. And I'm at the end of what this video is supposed to be about. See, the Baby Whisperer movement said that we needed something to start healing people. Then we made Savage Room. And y'all came for me. You came for me because you didn't understand what I was doing. You came for me so hard because you thought that was going to make me stop. None of y'all can walk in my shoes. I am put on this earth to heal, to teach. Take it from me. I'm going to tell you I'm a queen that know how to kill or be killed. I understand what it means. And I will not let you hurt other people if I am around. You can come for me. God help you when you get there. Because I ain't going to sit down. Not one time will I. Then y'all told me, Queen Savage, what is that going to be about? Enter into my courtroom if you dare. Y'all keep thinking I'm playing. I ain't playing. I know my enemies. I know how many are around me. I got my army. Where yours at? I understand my vulnerability and I have every bit of accountability. Where yours at? I know how to break myself down, sit down, and when I say sit down, put your ass to the ground, sit down outside and talk to yourself. Yeah, you look crazy, but I bet you're going to have a lighter feeling when you done. Understand that I know what it means to be a queen. And I don't want your crown. I want you to pick your crown up. I want you to pick your crown up and place it on your head. Don't let nobody do it. Don't let nobody see it. Don't let nobody touch it. It's yours. Y'all ain't ready for the savageness. Because if you think that I'm going to back down because I'm in a whole different state, you don't know the Baby Whisper yet. How many of y'all are ready to face yourself? Inside of the Savage Room, you will see some affirmations. You will see some questions. You will see things to do to help yourself heal. It ain't got nothing to do with no crystals, no people, no jury, no nothing. It's you. Where your beast at? For those of y'all guys who looking at me like she a woman telling me something, your mama a woman. That's the only how you got here. Unless you are genetically committed. But I don't even know. However, I know one thing. Your mama is a woman. A womb got you here. So while you hating on women, you might want to rethink that illusionist that got it in your head. Every man that hates a woman, there's a reason. But you ain't never going to heal. I'm going to tell you why. Because a preciousness of the world is the woman. You can't do nothing without us. Just like we can't really protect without y'all. A woman's place is not to be in a king's place. A woman's place is to know how to get the king, not manipulate, how to get him into the battle scene. Some of y'all falling for the wrong things because they manipulated your ass where you at. And you wondering why you got that tap back. Watch this video again, slower and slower till you get it. Write down stuff until you understand it. Understand thyself will help you more than somebody else telling you thyself. Do not let anybody put a notion on you. They are growing a soul tie to manipulate you to somewhere. See, the connections don't need manipulation. Connections do not need anything. They grow. They grow. Real connections grow deeper than what you think. Actual connections make the world jump. Why you think the President of the United States can't never get it right? Because they don't belong there. Homeland Security was made to run everybody else. They've been attacking them since the beginning. Now they plan on dismantling them. Where is our protection? Some of these men out here yelling they ain't even men. Even if they not, where is your protection? Where is your loyalty? You can't be loyal to nobody else till you loyal to yourself. That's why some of y'all are snitches. You'll snitch on yourself. But you get mad at me because the baby whisperer tell you can't buy me. You can't buy me. I am not for sale. My words are for sale though. Not me. You can happily have my words. I'm not going to repeat myself. Why? If you actually want to hear what somebody got to say because you are actually in the middle of trying to train yourself to where you need to be, then there is no reason in this world why you can't learn. Don't tell me about what you got to do. Don't nobody know a schedule like me. I got everybody else's schedule too. I'm like, goddamn, when I get mine done? A mother juggles everything. It is never a day of rest. And if you're a mother and think you're going to have a day of rest, let me tell you something. When they get older, you are more worried when they older and got control of themselves than when they younger. Trust and believe. But some of y'all look at y'all selves and tell y'all kids to do what y'all doing. It's a family of a harem that's growing harems. I seen one girl up here say her whole family are harems. You take pride in somebody using your body and you wonder why you used up. You take pride into giving your body away for free and you wonder why a real man don't want you as a wife. You take pride in taking from men and taking energy and everything else and you wondering why a real man calls you evil. I wonder why. But you can't face yourself. No, you can't face yourself because every person you have hurt, every person you have took from is going to encounter you. Baby girl, you can't face yourself. Baby boy, if you can't call yourself out, you are not ready to be a king and a queen. And that is the reason why we are where we are right now. Parents, mamas, daddies, uncles, aunts, granddaddies and grandmas. You want to know how we got here? You forgot one thing. Make them hold accountability for themselves. It is not taught anymore. Self-love, self-care, self-determination, self-empowerment. How do you break a soul tie? I just told you. How you break a generational soul tie? You get down in that sun and you call out everything, positive thing your family has done. This is not the ancestors' time, as some of y'all say. This is not their time. They should not be here. For those of us who are in our 39s and down, this is our time. We refuse to let go of our communities. We refuse to give in. And I refuse to give up on y'all kings and queens. There's going to be a time I'm going to say, okay, I'm done. When that time comes, I hope I didn't hit a whole bunch of y'all. I hope a whole bunch of y'all have got out and put your potential out. I pray that half of y'all then woke the hell up and y'all kingdom ship is here. Why do you think I said welcome to the Queendom ship? Wake up, queens and queens, wake up. The battle coming. Some people call it the end of the world. Some people call it, I don't even know what they call it, day of reckoning. My day of reckoning is coming in October. I'm not putting down the crown. I'm stirring up the pot. See, y'all only understand fight. So welcome to the savage room should start to fight. But understand, the person starting the fight loves to fight. I love to get people into a potential. I love to see you come up and build a business. I love to see single moms be able to feed their kids without anybody handing something to them. I love to see single dads taking their kids and telling somebody else, this is my bloodline. Get off your ass and come join us. Y'all know what to do, because I'm about done. Y'all know exactly what to do. Why you think I say if you whisper, I will hear you? Why do you think I say that? Because. Why do I say that? Because when you cry so hard, that is a whisper. When you laugh so hard, that breath is a whisper. When you scared as hell, that breath is a whisper. A whisper comes with every emotion. And when you mad as hell and you screaming, that's a whisper that comes out last. If you whisper, I will hear you. Are you ready to hear me? Do you understand the assignment? The Baby Whisperer thanks you for joining us for the first Queendom Ship and Soul Tie. I hope you have enjoyed tonight. I hope you have learned something, took notes, got yourself together. Up next is Mirror Mirror. Are you ready to face me in the mirror? Are you ready? Because I ain't Bloody Mary. I don't want nothing from you. I want you to gain everything. Y'all know what to do. Whisper, and you'll hear me.